Do you think it's fair to characterize your decision to get into this primary race reneging on a promise that you made earlier this year?
No, I made a promise to the people I would do what I think is right, and the senator made a promise he'd be an active candidate, an active senator. A lot of people think he hasn't been. On June 3rd, people will make a choice, and they'll choose who they want to be their senator, at least our Democratic nominee for the Senate for the next 6 years.
Well, I do want to advise our viewers that we did extend an invitation to Senator Lautenberg to appear on this program, either with Congressman Andrews in a joint appearance or for a one-on-one interview with me. He declined all of the dates that we offered. We offered several different opportunities to discuss the upcoming election and the issues important to New Jersey residents, but we were told that none would work with the senator's schedule. In fact, as recently as yesterday, we reissued an invitation to appear this hour, and we received this response from Michael Pagan with the Lautenberg campaign. Quote, "Unfortunately, our schedule will not let us appear with you on It's Your Call on that date, but thank you for your time and consideration." Well, how frustrating is it for you not to have the chance to appear jointly or to debate the issues with the senator?
Well, I'm not frustrated at all. I think it's disrespectful to the voters, but I'm energized by the fact that people have welcomed me into their neighborhoods and their communities and given me a chance to talk about their problems. You know, the senator has made a very different choice about how to run this race.
What are people telling you on the campaign trail, the constituency? What are they saying they're most concerned about in 2008?
Jobs, health care, paying for an education, gasoline prices, you know, kitchen table issues, jobs in particular. One of the major differences between me and the senator in this race is that on the trade agreement with China, for example, he voted for it. I did not, because I thought that the outsourcing of our jobs out of New Jersey and out of America around the world was the wrong way to go. So the main emphasis that I would put on here, Lynn, is let's create a whole new industry in alternative energy that puts Americans to work in good middle-class jobs with health care and pensions that cannot be outsourced.
If you'd like to speak to the congressman about his candidacy, the telephone lines are open. I see a lot of people there. We're going to get to you as quickly as we can, but I do want to return to the second of the three issues that the constituency in New Jersey has said it is interested in. One is health care. Rob, again, I'm going to ask the question what the U.S. Senate could do to improve health care or to reduce cost to the consumers.
Well, the best way to reduce the price of health care for insured people is to get health insurance for uninsured people. Lynn, one of the reasons why people who have health insurance coverage are seeing their co-pays and deductibles and premiums skyrocket is they're paying not only for their own health care coverage, but for coverage for the uninsured. Here's how I cover the uninsured. It does take some money. I would get us out of Iraq, and I'd stop wasting $10 billion a month in Iraq's civil war and spend some of that money on health care in the United States. When the Bush tax cuts come up for renewal next year and the year after, for middle-class people, you know, if you drive a truck or sell real estate or teach school, I would leave your tax cut in place. But if you're in the top 5%, making about $350,000 a year or more, I would repeal the tax cut, and I would use a significant part of that money to pay for health care for the people of New Jersey and for the country.
I should point out once again that the senator was invited, offered equal time here on the program, but his camp declined. We're going to go to the telephone lines now because this is the interactive segment of our show. It's brought to us by Comcast Digital Voice. And our first call this hour comes from Michelle. Michelle, good to have you with us.
Oh, thank you very much.
Do you have a question for the congressman?
Yes, I do. Congressman, first of all, I'm very happy you decided to run.
Thanks,
I think
Michelle.
New Jersey really needs a senator like you. My concern is this. I'm a stay-at-home mom with 3 small children. My husband is a teacher, and gas prices are starting to really get us. It's cost me about $10 more a week in just the past month, and I didn't know if you get in there, what are you planning on doing immediately to help us out?
Here's something I've already done that the House actually did today. There's been price gouging, Michelle, in the gasoline market where people that bid on oil contracts are artificially bidding up the price of oil in these secret auctions. It's called the Enron loophole, after the Enron company. I wrote legislation that closes that loophole. There are some experts who think that this will drop the price of a barrel of oil by about $30 a barrel. We want to be sure that that would show up at the gas pump for you and your family and try to make it easier. Second, Michelle, I think we got to start to enforce the price-fixing laws in this country so that people that are violating those price-fixing laws get prosecuted and go to jail. So those are two things, Michelle. One I've already done, and one I think we could do in short order to help families like yours deal with this very serious problem.
All right, Michelle, how's that?
That's great. Thank you. Good luck, Senator, Congressman.
Hey, I like what you said, Michelle. Thanks for your help.
I'm counting on it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Michelle, thank you very much. Our next call is from Francine. Francine, good to have you with us.
Thank you, Lynn.
Do you have a question or a comment?
I have a comment.
Go ahead.
I'm actually a registered Republican, and I'm going to change parties just so I can make sure that Rob Andrews gets the nomination.
Wow, Francine, I appreciate that. Everyone's welcome in the Andrews campaign. You have to have two rules. You have to be young at heart and love your country. And we'd love to have you aboard.
If you want to tell us what you think, you can go ahead and give us a call, or you can call him and talk directly to him. Congressman, we have a segment here on the show as another way to get people to interact with us that we call curbside questions, where we take our It's Your Call cameras out around the region and give people an opportunity to ask you anything at all. Are you up for it?
Let's do it, absolutely.
All right, let's take our first curbside question.
Hi, my question is, what are your thoughts and views on curbing college costs to make it affordable for parents sending kids to college?
I think we should make it absolutely clear what your money is going to in a college budget so you can shop and vote with your feet if you don't like the college your son or daughter is going to. I think we should expand college scholarships for middle-class people, not just people of lower incomes. And we should pay for it by bringing the troops home from Iraq, saving $10 billion a month, and canceling out the tax cuts for the wealthiest people in the country. More loans, or rather more scholarships, fewer loans to help people go to school.
All right, let's have our second curbside question.
In the state of Nevada, nobody pays state tax because of the casinos. What do you plan to do with the money that the casinos make for the citizens of New Jersey?
Well, I'd like to see the money for the seniors continue to go, for the casinos rather, continue to go for seniors, for prescription drugs and other programs for them. I'd like to see us do sports betting in Atlantic City. I think it would bring more money to Atlantic City and more jobs and help offset some of the costs, property taxes of running New Jersey government. So let's have sports betting, and we can all bet on the Giants or the Eagles, whichever team we favor to win. Never the Redskins.
Now that's a topic for another show. Very much, I appreciate it. A lot of people calling in here this hour with some concern that we weren't able to actually present both sides of this race. And again, just to clarify for you, the invitation was extended to the Senator Frank Lautenberg, who is the incumbent. He is 84 years old and has represented New Jersey for quite some time in two different stints. His camp and his campaign advisors did not accept our invitation. They said, unfortunately, their schedules would not allow them to join us on this particular date. I do want to point out that we offered several, including probably 6 different choices, several different dates. So we did try to make every effort to bring you a fair and balanced discussion here. I do want to give Congressman Rob Andrews the opportunity to tell people why they should vote for you in the June 3rd primary.
Because the country needs a change, and New Jersey should not be left out of this wave of change that's sweeping the country. I'm committed. I'll work my heart out. If people give me their vote, I will give them 6 years of the hardest work they've ever seen to make our state and our country better. And I want to thank you for the chance to be here tonight.
Oh, you're most welcome. And if, in fact, you lose on that June 3rd primary, does that mean that we lose you out of the United States Congress?
That's what it would mean. I'll go on and do something else. But, you know, I love this country. I'll serve it in some way. But we're not going to lose.
And remember, for those of you who are interested in the New Jersey primary, it is on June 3rd. So be sure to get out and vote. You can't complain if you don't vote.